What's up? It is Mel Taylor from WJRR in Orlando, also in Jacksonville, 107.3 Planet Radio. And today I'm very excited. I'm very excited that he's going to rock out and play for us today. We've got Ayron Jones. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
What's funny is that actually we chatted back in October. It was, I think, the day when maybe your Take Me Away video maybe came out.
Yep, about then that's around that time, yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't get to hear you play, so I'm excited about hearing you play today.
Oh man, I'm excited to play. That's the bread and butter for me. You know, the recordings have always been a work in progress, and I finally kind of got the recordings figured out at this point, and my live show has always been the bread and butter.
I'll be honest, a little while ago, I was just doing some prep and like looking at some of your stuff on YouTube, and I got sucked into the YouTube.
Yeah.
I was watching some of the jams from like 2014 of you playing in Seattle, and
Yeah,
sucked
man.
in.
Yeah, man. It's that's what's kind of cool right now. There's not a lot of information about me out there on the interwebs, and so you can just dig down this hole of a bunch of videos that have been posted by fans throughout my career, basically as an indie artist, and then all the way up to now. And so hopefully we'll have some more modern stuff and updated stuff for you soon. But yeah, if cats get out there and go ahead and check it out, you can see I've done a lot of work over the last 10 years or so.
I mean, some really good. I was listening. Literally, I was just like zooming around on internet, and it just kept going to video for like 35 minutes. I was jamming out in studio. So
Yeah, man. That's the beauty of the interwebs. You'll get sucked in as soon as you find something you love. You
I
know?
I got sucked in. So what has happened? I guess. I mean, I'm sure a lot, but between October last year when I got to speak with you until now, we're already into March.
Yeah, I finished up my record, so we're working on announcing that I think pretty soon. I Obviously I released another single, "Take Me Away," made it to top five, and just been kind of grinding and trying to do the best I can, working around the restrictions of COVID and all that, But yeah, I just been on my grind, man. I'm just kind of patiently waiting for things to open back up so I can get back out on the road, and see people face to face and get to showcase the show.
I feel like probably every musician right now is just Jones and just ready to get out there and play and perform and see fans.
Dying, dying. I'm in contact with a bunch of different cats that are playing music and on the charts and stuff, and everybody's dying to get out. Everybody's dying to get out.
Well, eventually we saw yesterday, I think the Live Nation guy, CEO said that a lot of their amphitheater shows, they're going to try to keep on schedule,
Hmm.
July, August, things like that. And then, more shows as they follow. Obviously, some states will be a little bit different than others, but
Yeah, I saw that too. I was pretty pumped, man. I stopped and like was like, yes, yes,
honestly,
God, yes,
please.
please. Yeah, and then
Your
as long.
performance was awesome at the Seattle show or the Seattle show, the museum show, the tribute for Alice in Chains.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun one. I'm glad to have been involved in that and done as much as I got to do. And for a great great group of people. I mean, all the guys in Alice in Chains are awesome. I did that, and I worked on a project with Duff. He gave me a phone call and was like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm just chilling, man. What's going on?" He goes, "Oh yeah, we're doing this thing for Alice in Chains. You want to come through? I don't know. I'll give you a call." And
I'll give you a call. Okay.
he calls me up and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're meeting tomorrow. Come down here." So we come down, man, and I'm chilling, and he wants me to kind of play the guitar part for the Alice in Chains song, which was "Down in a Hole" that they were recording,
Yeah.
which was really fun. But all of a sudden he's like, "Yo, you mind if Sean comes through?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool, man. I'm down with Sean. Sean's cool or whatever." I didn't know what Sean he was talking about. He says a really generic name. And then Sean Kinney walks through the door, right? And I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh,
hey.
so you want me to record a cover of a song that Sean Kinney played on?" I see. When you said that question about Sean coming through, if I was okay with it. This was the Sean you were speaking of. Now I get it. So,
Well, that's pretty awesome. I mean, there's so many stars that were rocked that out.
yeah, it was great. Oh, it was wonderful, man. A lot of cats that have throughout the years have been touched by Alice in Chains and their music, and it was just awesome to be a part of that.
Very cool. I mean, the Seattle scene. I mean, that's where you're from, right? Are you from
Yeah,
Seattle?
yeah. I'm in Seattle right now.
I once I went to Seattle, my buddy's band was like doing a record with Rick Parisher. Does that sound right?
Yeah, you're over here in London Bridge, man. Yeah.
Guy who did Pearl Jam's 10 record,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
not. And anyways, I went to the bathroom once in there, and I guess he also worked with Alice in Chains and a bunch of other people. And Alice in Chains had like signed the toilet. It was the same. So every time I think about, the Alice in Chains stuff, I'm like, I got to see an autographed toilet of
That's
Alice
awesome.
in Chains. It was like the most random thing too, but it was a cool experience, to see him. And he worked with so many different people.
That's so
But,
funny.
that's my only Seattle story I think I have actually.
Well, Seattle's a cool place, man. I love being from here. It's probably a mystery to most of the people in the country, being that we're isolated in this little region in the Northwest. You know, probably
Yeah.
similar to Alaska and parts of Alaska, where it's like, you know, we are the only major city between here and going south to San Francisco, and going east. I don't even know. Probably Minneapolis. You know, that's like the biggest city I could think of going east. And so it's an isolated region, and that's why a lot of this really cool music comes out of it, because you get these different cultures that end up mixing up their different sounds, and you know, voila, that's what you get. It's also the indie music capital of the world, in my opinion. You know, so
Yeah,
it's a cool
well,
town to be from.
I grew up in Austin, Texas, the live music
Oh
capital of the
yeah,
world. So,
oh
you know,
yeah, yeah.
back in the
Austin's
day,
great.
especially, yeah, it's a little bit different now than it used to be, I think. But back in the
Yeah,
day, I mean, you could see music on every corner. It didn't matter where you went. There was
I
always like,
love I love Austin, man. I've had some good times in Austin, South by Southwest, and you know, just debauchery and silliness that
and I was going to
I
say,
won't
you
get into
never
too
know.
much detail. You know, I try to save those fun stories for meeting people face to face. But yeah, you know,
Right.
yeah, you
I
know,
got
because
you too, especially when South by Southwest started to get to where you could do things on your phone and you'd be like,
yeah,
there's a party at the corner of 6th and somewhere, you know, show up
oh
and
yeah.
some of those I remember, I think. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. I have, yeah, I've got plenty of those stories, man. I try to keep this wholesome image, but there's like a little bad boy inside of me, so I try
Hey, me too.
you
And
know,
I know you have 3 kiddos, right? How old are
yeah,
your kids?
I do. I've got a 5-year-old, I've got an 8-year-old, and I've got a 1.5-year-old. He's almost 2, so yeah, I got 3 kids running around.
I have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So pretty
Yep.
close.
See, you're in the same boat. You know how it is. My 1-year-old hates everything and everyone,
Yep.
and he
No,
throws
no,
stuff.
no. Yeah.
No, everything. Yeah, exactly. No, that's his new thing. No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, mine's 3 now, and the oldest have taught him to say hate. So he hates everything. He'll
Oh.
tell me he hates, water. He'll hate vegetables, but he
Mhm.
loves chips.
That's how kids do it, man. They can just get away with everything. They get away with everything too. It's ridiculous.
But with even
It's
the
insane.
craziness, I guess we've had, the last year, at least we got to spend probably some really good quality time with them. I'm sure you too, being at home with them versus being maybe out on the road for just a year, before things get back in action.
Yes, I have. I've gotten to spend time with my kids, and I've been loving being at home, which has been nice, and getting up to catch up with everybody. I am. It is a little disappointing to not be on the road, being that it's my debut. You know, this is my first year, my debut record, and all that. But you know, I soak it up while I can, because had it not been for the pandemic, I'd probably be gone for a couple years touring. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of thankful for that. But I'm also just itching to get back out there, man. You know, I'm really excited to get back out and play.
I mean, it's probably pretty hard when you do put out this new record or put it out last year and then you can't go and you can't support it. You can't see like your fans' faces singing it out in the crowd and all of
Hmm.
that. I'm sure that's
Yeah.
the feel of it.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, you know, here in Seattle, you know, I've been grinding here for a minute, and so I've been well known for in the Pacific Northwest for a while, you know, which is I've got to experience a little bit of that, catch singing my songs and all that, you know, but I've yet to experience that on a nationwide or international scale. So I'm looking forward to that moment when I can sit in front of the crowd and they're singing my songs back to me, man. That was something that I actually talked to Scott Stevens about, who's one of the writers on my new single, and we were talking about that. He's like, man, you haven't even really heard people sing your songs yet. And I was like, no, I
Right.
haven't, you know, I haven't. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you too. All right. So, what are you going to play us first? And you have to tell us about your new guitar that you have right there that you're playing for the first time, right?
Oh yes. So I first my guitar. I'm playing on the Fender Acoustasonic, which is a really awesome guitar. I call it a electric acoustic as opposed to an acoustic electric. An acoustic electric you plug in and it would just be take the acoustic sound and plug it through, you know, amplify it through an electric apparatus. Whereas this is more of a electric acoustic where you plug it in and it doesn't really sound great unplugged, but when you plug it in, it sounds like a really awesome acoustic guitar. But it also has like this really cool pickup at the bridge, so you can go full on electric if you want to. And
That's
so
awesome.
it's a pretty cool guitar, man. It's my first time plugging it in and getting a chance to go ahead and showcase it, man. So but yeah, and then I'm playing my single. This is an acoustic version of my brand new single Mercy, which just came out.
Awesome. All right. Ayron Jones, broadcasting live. It's 101 WJRR and 107.3 Planet Radio in Jacksonville.
All right. See my brothers falling, I hear heaven calling. The devil won't let me be. flag is burning, but the world keeps turning. And when I die, I'm not free. Lord have mercy. Got me on my knees. Too much smoke, can't breathe. Headstone, rest in peace. Breath grip on my soul. Chains won't let me go. Crucify my hope and watch me bleed. Lord have mercy. See my brothers falling. I hear heaven calling. The devil won't let me be. The flag is burning, but the world keeps turning. And when I die, I'll die free. Lord have mercy on me. Too many lines crossed. How many lives lost? Shoot, don't hesitate. Too many lives lost. How many lines crossed? The gun is cocked with the bullet in your name. See my brothers falling. I hear heaven calling. The devil won't let me be. The flag is burning, but the world keeps turning. And when I die, I'm not free. Lord have mercy on me. Yeah.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Ayron Jones. I appreciate you playing today. I mean, I know that I got to talk to you back in October, but it's so much better to get to hear you play too.
Yeah, man. I'm glad to play with you. Thank you very much, man. That's one of the few times that song has been played so far. So hopefully you catch enjoyed it out there.
For sure. When is the new record going to come out, or is it planned, or are you just sort of waiting until there's like a date?
We're looking at this summer right now. We haven't locked in a date just yet, but hopefully pretty soon we can announce one for you.
I mean, I'm sure too with shows and stuff, you're going to try to get it lined up right so you can go back out on tour when it's time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is kind of what we're hoping to do, but we'll just kind of see how things play out. We're not quite sure yet. You know, we're still kind of figuring out how the virus and everything is going to be handled and taken care of as we're moving forward. So we'll see.
Well, you going to play us another song? Is that cool?
Yeah. Let me grab this other guitar over here.
Okay. Your new guitar sounded good, by the way.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good so far, man. It sounds pretty good.
So you're at a buddy's house right now, right? Their studio?
I'm at my buddy's house. He has a studio here. Set up here. It's kind of a studio. It's like a little home under like basement studio, you know.
Cool. You guys have basements there in Seattle. We don't really have basements in Florida much.
Yeah.
That's not a thing here.
Really? That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, but the new houses don't have basements. This was really interesting, you know?
That's cool.
And let me get this thing tuned up as we're talking it.
Okay.
But yeah, so this next song I'm going to play for you cats is Take Me Away, which was, man, I mean, that was such a whirlwind year for me. I mean, I got signed in May of last year. and then we dropped "Take Me Away" in June, and then life just kind of completely flipped and changed. Although it didn't feel like it because I was in quarantine with my
Yeah.
family and all that, you know. So yeah, but it's one of these songs that now for the rest of the time is forever going to be known as that song for me. So
That's awesome. And you know
yeah,
what? You have a good something to come out of 2020. So many people have such, maybe bad stories or things, but at least you got something good out of it.
yeah, man. I'm so excited about moving forward, and something really great came out of it. Which is my first Billboard single and top 5 single and all that. So it was one of those blessings that for me, it's one of those songs that's been with me for a long time. I wrote that song probably back in 2014 or 13 or something like
Wow.
that. So it's been with me for a long time. So to finally get some of this music out there to be heard by the masses has been an incredible experience.
Well, it's been big for us. We've been playing that and we just started playing Mercy too. So
Oh, right on, man. That's awesome. That's so cool. And I really appreciate it, man. Everybody for taking the time to listen to the stuff we've been putting out, and hopefully we can continue that trend and really, stay on top of it and keep making people happy with the sound.
I love it. That's what music does. It gets us through. That's for sure.
Yes, right.
All
This
right,
is Take
Joy.
Me Away.
Yeah.
Yep. Demon junkie mama abandoned me. Was the day I learned to lie. She kissed my face and said she'd be right back. Before she walked away and cried. So take me away. Just take me away from this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. Trouble! It's all I've ever known. How am I supposed to find some peace of mind if I can't stand to be alone? So take me away. Just take me away from this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. Oh, won't you take me away? Won't you take me away? Just take me away. Just take me away. Just take me away. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place. From this lonesome place.
There you are.
Hey.
That was awesome, man. Thank you so much,
Hey,
Ayron.
thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate being a part of the show today, and I really appreciate you sitting and talking with me. And it's been really great chatting with you.
You too. I'm looking forward to your new record and, of course, playing more of your music. And
Yeah.
Good luck with quarantine. Your 3 kiddos still.
Oh, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I don't go crazy or gray by the end of this.
It's okay. I have gone crazy, but I just take it with it.
Yeah.
Just take it with it. It's all good.
Crazy is the new normal. It's okay.
It
Go with
is.
it.
It is. I'll follow along too. It's all good. Well, thank you so much for chatting, and we'll hear more from you, Ayron, and good luck with everything you got going on right now.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.